Morning. Good morning. I'm just getting the coffee going. Yesterday, if you've watched me for very long, you know that I love cats. And I've told the story about how we started taking care of Drift and kind of his origins and how that all came about. And let me move this. The signal's not great. So Drift is an inside-outside cat. He is a community cat, feral cat, and we started taking care of him 2 or 3 years ago. I got a feral colony cat permit so we could take care of him legally, because in the city I live in, it is illegal to feed strays, runaways, and community cats and feral cats. You have to have a permit. So we got a permit to take care of Drift. And he started, we just started feeding him outside. And it gradually escalated to him coming inside. And then I still remember the first night he actually stayed the night inside. It was really big. He usually stays inside when the weather's bad, or he doesn't feel good, or something's going on. But other than that, he wants to be out and about. And when I say he wants to be out, it's like he has a very strong will, and he has not a beautiful meow, and he is very assertive about let me out. He'll claw at start clawing at the door. He starts pacing. He gets upset. He needs his space. He needs to be able to go out, right? So, as you know, it's pretty dangerous to have a cat outside, because there's, animals and people and cars and whatnot. My other 2 cats are inside cats. So, Drift didn't come for breakfast yesterday. Usually he's here, and he wasn't here. He didn't show up all day. So after I got off work, I started calling and looking for him, and I didn't find him, and he didn't come. And Drift's a cat where if he hears me calling, he's running. He's coming. And he could be clear a block away, and he's on his way. He knows. And he wasn't here. And so I just you never really want to go to worst case scenario, but my head was like, is he hurt? Did he get hit by a car? Where is he? And, I called, and I walked around. I'm looking for him because I'm thinking, I'm worried. It's not his nature to not be here. So I sat down on the couch. I left the front door open. Jim's like, shut the door. I'm like, no, I need it open. I need to be able to see if he comes up. And I heard this meow, and I jumped up. I said, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And I jumped up, and I ran to the door, and it was Drift. So I opened the door, and he comes in, and he's hurt, right? And I know he's hurt. So he just wants love. He just needs mama love. He does that. Like, anytime he's sick or hurt, he knows that I'm his person, and that he trusts me. He knows I'm gonna help him. So I'm loving on him, and I'm kind of looking him over. I see him limping, but I can't see any blood. I can't see anything, like nothing's broken that I can feel. So I'm feeling like, okay, all right, it's okay. Not okay, but okay. So after he gets done with love, he goes for food, So I gave him some special chicken, and then some kibble. So after that, he disappeared upstairs. So I go upstairs because I'm like, okay, buddy, it's time for me to look you over now, right? my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you were able to get your cat care. So he's on the love sack. We have this big old bean bag. He's on the love sack. And I'm looking at his paw, and he's letting me, but he's like, you know, it must have hurt. He wasn't biting or hissing or meowing. He's very calm. But I couldn't see anything. I opened his little paw pads, you know, and I'm looking, and I'm not seeing anything. And so I'm like, okay. So as I know, yeah, we've had to take Drift to the emergency vet before, because the last time he came in limping, I couldn't see what was going on. He has a longer coat, and they ended up having to shave his leg to be able to see. He had an abscess, so he must have got like a bite or a puncture or something, and he got infected. I couldn't see anything. Nothing's bloody, oozing. There's no pus. I can't see any sign of that. So, he's kind of looking at me like, would you leave me alone? So I get up to walk away, and he flips over on his belly and kind of flops his back leg over, like, are you going to do something about this? So I walk back over to him, and he has a bunch of stickers, like, under his tail by his butt, okay? So I go and I grab the scissors, and I cut out all the stickers, and he smells musty. He smells like, not like he's been sprayed or anything like that, but he smells like he was bedded down in, like, somewhere with mildew, you know? So I wasn't concerned about getting him cleaned up, because he's exhausted, okay? He's in the same position he was in last night. He's still breathing. He didn't come home, or he didn't come down for breakfast. So he's up there, right? So I'm going to go up and I'm going to check him out. But I thought if I came down, he might come down with me, but he's still laying there. So I'm going to check him out. I'm going to just kind of let him do his thing today. If I need to, I'm going to run him to the vet, but I also am not going to jump the gun on that, because as a poster said, like, her last visit was $1,500, that it can get very expensive. I'm not saying I'm not going to spend the money on him. I'm just saying that I'm taking the wait and see approach right now. So, my overall demeanor is I'm so glad that he's home and safe, and I know he'll probably stay in all day today. I've asked my mom when she comes to drop the kids off after school if she'll come in and help me look him over, and then I'll give him I'll clean up his fur today and just like give him like a dry shampoo, a wipe down type thing. I can't see anything wrong. I don't think he was hit by a car. Like nothing's broken. So anyway, I wanted to share my upset and my worry with you, because it's so strange how our brains will go to worst case scenario. And then Ryan's like, Mom, do you think he's dead alongside the road? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. We're very real in our family. Very real. So, I got a cat that does not feel good today. I just want to have him get to a place where he feels better. Where he, I don't know. Anyway, it's one of those days, when you own, we mutually, we're mutuals, okay? He's a mutual. We pay for him, we feed him, but he is his own cat, and oops, I spilled. He is very much his own cat. He comes and goes as he pleases. Yeah, thanks, Star. And then last night, my husband came to bed late, and when he came to bed, I woke up, and then I didn't get back to sleep. I just laid there and tossed and turned until about 3 this morning. So it's going to be a tired day, and if you know anything about my job, you know, I have to be in top mental condition to do that job. It is my job is very mental, very mental straining. So it'll be an interesting day today, but it's okay. Life happens. Hey, baby. I'm going to show you Drift. He's in the love sack, and I had just washed the love sack, so I didn't get the outer coating back on. Hey, buddy. Hi. How are you? Oh, I know you look rough. Let me show. Can I show my friends? Can I show them? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yep, dry nose. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How are you? How are you, honey? Oh. So, hey, honey. I was actually saying, how are you, honey, to my cat. He was missing yesterday. He didn't come home. He usually is out all night. So he's still exhausted. Can you guys tell? He's still really tired. I know. I'm just checking on you, babe. So last night I laid here with him and held his paw, and we just kind of laid together. I just need him to know that I'm here and he's okay, you know. But it's hard when your animals don't feel good. It's hard when they don't feel good. Yeah, you gonna be okay, buddy. I love ya. Okay, so switch this back around. Anyway, so I'm hoping that today he gets up and at him. I'm not gonna let him outside until my mom comes over. So hopefully that'll go good, because like I said, he's a force to reckon with when he wants something, and when you're not listening, he's like, he gets a little extra. I'm going to grab my cards since I'm already 7 minutes. It's 6:07, but I wanted to take the time to share that story with you. Not a great story, but a story nonetheless. And just to ask, if you, whatever you do, pray, think, if you have any words or energy to put out, any Reiki, please send it to my kitty cat today, because he doesn't feel good. Yeah, same, Star, same. So I don't know, do I look tireder than normal? Oh, and again, I forgot to take my medicine. Hey, good morning. I'm gonna run down and grab my pill. Thanks. Yeah, normally he would come down and eat. He's not moving off that beanbag. He's just resting. So I will monitor him all day today. Thank God I work from home. And my mom is the best for on-call emergency situations. And if I need to, my boss will let me leave work too. And if I need to, I can take him in and get him seen. And it's a weekday, you guys, so I don't have an emergency. I won't have an emergency vet bill over the weekend. Oh, those are always so fun. But I'm hoping that, I don't know, like maybe he got into a tangle with a raccoon, or maybe I have no idea what happened to him. Actually, I can't speculate. I just know that he's not in a good, not his normal self. I'm not fasting today. I'm drinking coffee. I made extra coffee because your girl's tired. So, nothing to it but to do it, right? And then my phone, the charger for this phone is a round magnetic circle. And of course I go to get my phone out of my drawer, or excuse me, my watch out of my drawer, and crap. And it hasn't been charged. So I'm like, well, when I sit at my desk, I'll charge it when I'm at my desk because I'm not up and moving. Really, you know, I'm not up and moving. So, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you're getting some snuggles. So anyway, that was my stress yesterday. I was able to join. I got on TikTok last night, and I was able to join the Chunky Vegan, which she's not chunky anymore, but anyway, I was able to join her. She was cleaning out her closet, you guys. It's painful sometimes to get rid of the clothes that we love. So I was with her because we got to offer each other support, right? We got to be supportive. And so she has, she's eclectic. If you've ever watched any of her lives or videos, she is a artistic person, and her style comes out in her clothing as well. And so like she's not just like, you know, I'm basic. I'm like t-shirts, you know, I'm like more basic. I missed your lives. Cynthia, I got so busy at the end of the day yesterday at work. It was insane. I didn't get off work till like 5:35, which is 6:35 your time, I think. And I seen that Cynthia shared your live. I seen you were live, and I was like, dang it. Good job. That's awesome. April. Everybody, cheer Honey and April on in the comments. Honey walked 3 times yesterday, and April is down, I don't math, but what is that, 26 pounds? Is that right? 26 pounds? Dang, girl. So proud of you. That's awesome. That's awesome. All the extra weight that we get off our body, oh, my connection says it's good. Oh, sweet. I love it. I love all the people who walk and who get their bodies moving. It is a good thing to do. Okay, so I'm gonna just stroll today. I'm at 2 miles an hour. I want to grab a card to read. So it looks like, okay, that's the beginning part. These are all over the place. So we're going to start with the Law of Attraction and Abraham Hicks deck. Oh! The dangers of doing this on the treadmill, guys. Hey, you never need to apologize for life or being a good mama, and I'm glad he's on the mend. The freezer section. See, I've searched Walmart, or Walmart doesn't carry them. I'm going to have to go to like Hy-Vee or Baker's or Family Fare and look at them. So good job finding them. I have not found them yet. So this card is, here's the picture. Okay. I can see the world through the eyes of Source. By choosing better feeling thoughts and by speaking more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will gradually tune yourself into the vibrational frequency of your broader perspective. To see your world through the eyes of Source is truly the most spectacular view of life. For from the vibrational vantage point that you are aligned with, and therefore the process of attracting, only what you would consider to be the very best of your world. Okay, so what store did you find them at, honey? Was it Walmart or a different, like, was it? Well, that was dangerous. Oh, sorry guys, I gotta clean this up. I'm right out of picture. Good morning, my friend. You have inspired me to get on the treadmill. Awesome. Welcome. Welcome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. It fills my heart with joy when I read that people are like, I'm moving. I'm moving and I'm grooving. Wait, why are you not friends at Target? Why are you not friends with Target? Is it because Target's so freaking awesome and you have to stay out of there? I love Target. I love Target, except for my Target's kind of a crap Target. And Target is expensive, more expensive than the good old Walmart. But anyway, guys. All right. We're going to do an oracle card just because I feel like I need it. I need it. So, I don't know, but Chunky Vegan probably had a late night. She was going through a lot of her clothes. I gave them 3 different chances on customer service stuff. Oh, yeah, they're bad on customer service. Like, they don't want to accept returns and stuff like that. Oh, I didn't pay attention if it was upside or down. Coming to life. Coming to life. I'll show you the picture in just a second. It's actually a beautiful card. Something beautiful is beginning to be born in your life. We are walking, and we're doing an oracle card. When you look at your life, you can see how you've grown and evolved over time. Perhaps you've shed skins of identities and created new ones, or at the very least, matured in your ideas about yourself and your world you inhabit. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own truth. This card indicates a lifelong held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must not try to coax it along or shape it in according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better now than you possibly imagined. It already has, and it continues to outstand me, Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. Whew. You guys, I describe my life as a book with chapters. I've closed a book, started a new book. I don't know about you guys, but I have shared on here quite a bit of my evolution of life, thoughts, processes. Star and I talk quite a bit back and forth about the changes we've made in our lives, and so that is an excellent card. I remember when I was younger, I used to say, if I'm not married by the time I'm 20, if I don't have kids by the time I'm 27, I'm just not having them. And excuse me, Spirit and universe world went had my first baby when I was 30. My second baby at 36. So, my goals and expectations have not been met many, many times throughout my life. And I can tell you with certainty that my life is so good. Oh, morning call with your son. I hope it was a good call. And how wonderful. How wonderful. I'm actually 11 minutes in, but I'm just walking at 2 miles an hour right now because I was doing some card readings. Awesome. Wow. Cheryl, I gotta say I think it's your last video. I've been to your page frequently. I stalk your page. The picture that you did the montage of where you're sitting in the chair, I love that. I love seeing your transformation, your shedding, your lightness, wow, it's so powerful. Visuals are so powerful for me, you guys. I have ADHD or ADD or whatever, one of those things, and visuals are very profound for me. And if you've ever, I've said many times, if you haven't visited Cheryl's page, that was your daughter's wedding, just in 2021. So when did you, remind me again, when did you start on Mounjaro? Cheryl is a Mounjaro gal. She puts out amazing videos. She's very inspirational, very positive. She has had huge amounts of success and is well embraced and loved in this community. August 28th, 2022. Wow. Not to pry, but I know you had mentioned insurance and coverage and stuff like that. Did you get that worked out? Are you self-pay now, or what ended up happening? I need to know. You guys, as always, if you want to join the live, honey, Cheryl, I don't know who else is in here that has 1,000 followers, but that's TikTok's rules. 1,000, have to have 1,000 followers to go in someone's live. That's kind of lame, but please let me know, because I will share. You can be on a little thumbnail, we can talk. You can be on the video. I'm setting a goal today to get my inbox at work under control. I've been on fire busy and it's out of control. Still working on it. It's on my insurance. As of this month, still have to do, what's a PA? Everybody send Cheryl good energy and good vibes, because insurance doesn't want to cover Mounjaro. And what's so crazy about that is she's on the lowest dose, and she's off her blood pressure medicine, and I mean, it's made huge transformations in her health. I mean, insurance is so stinking stupid. Like, hey, all this work she's doing is preventative for heart attack and stroke, you know? My doctor has to tell the insurance company why I need it, prior authorization. Well, I know he's going to advocate for you. Okay, PA, prior authorization. Okay, got it. I think of PA as physician's assistant or Pennsylvania or... Anyway, guys, like I said, if you can keep Cheryl in your best thoughts, prayers, and energy, that would be appreciated, because the girl is going places. What? Shh. I can't believe you're here. What? I crashed out. I was so tired. Did you see me? I just faded. You were having a really good conversation, and I was going to try to sort of interrupt to tell you I was leaving, but I was like, I'll just type it. I knew you stayed up late. I knew it. Anyway, I was telling, when I got on the live, I was telling everybody about your clothing purge and how I was sharing space with you during that time and how neat your clothes were. And it's painful sometimes to get rid of clothes that no longer fit because we love them. But yeah, change has good and bad vibes to it, you know. I mean, even though it's good to be able to clear out your closet and bring in new clothes that fit and that you feel good in, it's still sad to get rid of your favorites. Oh man, you made a big progress last night. Good job. So anyway, I'm proud of you. That was amazing. And I want to go check out, what was it, something about gray hair don't care, or what was that? Who was that guy that popped in and he was like saying hey, he wanted to come in and say hey. I want to check out his page. He had a good energy. Anyway, so I am going to use my timer on my watch, which runs it down even more, but it helps me to remember to drink. I did have a good workout yesterday. I shared the live with different people, and one thing that it dawned on me, gray hair, yes, okay. One thing that dawned on me is I think I keep my pace slower, because when I was on live and I was sharing the conversation with other people, I was able to push myself a little harder and breathe harder. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good workout for me yesterday. It was good. Well, someone is going to be, I like their, by the way, I did like their idea of a women's shelter. That was really a good idea. Although any Salvation Army, Goodwill, all those programs are good programs. Even if they sell your clothes, they're good programs to donate to, because they do good things for the community and for people who are trying to rebuild their lives. So any place that gets your clothes is a good place. Today, I'm gonna I'm gonna mail out. I drank coffee. I'll switch to, this is like a flavored drink. It was a pitcher in my refrigerator. I'm gonna get my packages ready to mail to my best friend and to Cynthia. I have a couple of 3 tank tops I'm gonna send Cynthia's way. I don't know if Cynthia's going to pop on this morning. She started her new job today. Today will be day 3. So I know she was tired yesterday. So that's the theme. Everybody's staying up late or not sleeping and being tired. You know, it was funny though. I had a kind of a sleepless night last night, and when I turned on TikTok, I turned it on for a little bit because I thought, well, maybe this will make me tired. Because I was reading and I was doing different things, because I was just laying there and it was like, I'm awake. So I was watching someone on TikTok live, and I thought I clicked it off, and I set my phone down, and I must not have got it clicked off, because I could hear him talking on my table, but I was like, I didn't really mind, because my phone was charging and it was like whatever. But I think that subtle hearing someone talk put me to sleep. So TikTok for the win on sleepy vibes, I guess. So I slept from like 3 to 5. So that was good. A little sleep. A little sleep. Today's Wednesday. It's the kids' last day of school. They have spring break, and in their district, in this district we're in, their spring break is 2 days. In Omaha Public Schools, their spring break is a week. I miss the week spring break. Were you? I've gone on people's live where they're literally just sitting there sleeping. I'm like, and hundreds of people are watching them. I'm like, wow, TikTok is a weird place. All the ASMR and all the different things. All the different things. When I'm like the people I'm following, I never see a lot of good videos. I need to run through my follow list and go to their pages again. The algorithm sucks. It doesn't show you. The people or TikTok? Yeah, they don't show you everybody's videos that you follow. It's kind of irritating. But yesterday I did something new. Oh, interesting. I uploaded Monday's video to YouTube, and then today I'll upload Tuesdays. I'll be like one day behind pretty much, but I'm gonna upload my videos on there. I don't expect to see a lot of viewers, but oh, that's so funny. I was just talking about YouTube. So I'm putting some videos up there. You guys, I did a lot of YouTube when I had the lap band. Yeah, I'm not sure I know what 8D audio is. Is that the sound music? If so, I like that too. I'm not really an ASMR girl. The sounds, all the different, different sounds, I don't. Cynthia is here, you guys. Yeah, I've heard that. I think what they're trying to do is force a sale. I think they're trying to force a sale. I think they want it to be an American company, which I don't care what they say about it being a China-based company. It has a .com behind it, which is not a China website. So it may be a China-owned company, but it is based on United States internet. Oh, you took a nap? Yeah, I bet you did. Oof. Sorry. Yeah. Does not surprise me. We need our sleep, right? I'm pretty, I want to say scheduled, but in a routine. I'm in a pretty good routine. I tried to take good care of myself with sleep because, oh good, I'm so glad. I love that. I can't remember his name. He's on TikTok, and he does lives where he does the bowls. He's surrounded by them. There's a girl on here that does them too, but I catch more of the guys now. And he does the bowls, and so I listen to those. Oh yeah, and my mom and I and my husband have all talked about it. And listen, I am a very boring person. I mean, I don't think I'm what they're after. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that I have anything that they're going to be like, whoo, mind blown about. Maybe behaviors and habits. I'm not. Maybe I should be more worried about it, but I'm not. I mean, like you said, our phones, I can shop on something on my phone or like on Amazon or whatever, and then Facebook, I see ads for that on Facebook, so everything is very Big Brother. Yeah, I love those. Oh, really? That's cool. I didn't know, like, are you talking about, like, being in a bath where the bowls are, the sounds are around you? Or is it just, like, being in the same room as the bowls? Oh, well, thank you. I, I guess I feel like I'm just an ordinary person. Like, I mean, I'm not super special, but I'm not super special. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I really like about TikTok is, like, I follow people. There's this one girl. She's, like, critically ill. She is on TPN. She's on, I mean, her pole has so many pumps, and she has a trach and a ventilator that breathes for her. Like, she is not guaranteed another day. She's very, critically ill. She's deathly ill. And it allows you to see into people's existence and, like, see what they go through. Ooh, yeah. That sounds, I mean, just reading that comment, ooh, it washed over my body. Good morning. Good morning, guys. So, that's what I really like about TikTok is all the different exposure to life. And one thing about me is I love different life experiences and cultures. And, I mean, I've even watched those fish markets where they're chopping up the fish and, and descaling them. I don't even know why I watch it because it's, I'm not a really big fish person, although I like to eat fish. I don't want to touch fish. I don't want to fish. No, it's not for me. But anyway, all kinds of different people with disabilities and just life experiences in here. And there's some that are shocking and then I just keep on flipping up. And TikTok gets going at night. It gets really motivated at night. Oh, it's time to drink some water, guys. So, also, I broke this toe on my foot this last year, and it was sore last night. I could feel it. It was like, not feeling good. I didn't get it pulled out enough. You can feel a knot on it. It's so weird. Toes that help you balance. I wonder if McKenna's here today. I haven't seen her. Has anybody seen McKenna drop in? I think Pam was here earlier, but Pam doesn't stay. She pops in sometimes and pops away. We have all kinds of friends who have come and gone. Golden, I don't ever see Golden anymore, Star. I hope she's okay. I don't have any reason to believe that she's not. It's just, ooh, those are the sugar-free chocolate, right? We figured out that my foot is numb because of me putting the heater directly on my leg. Oh. Your space heater, huh? Interesting. Well, I'm glad. What an epiphany. So, maybe not diabetic neuropathy. That's good. That's a better thing because you can change the heater position. Well, I hope that gives your foot some feeling back. Yeah, so, my cat's still crashed out. So now I washed the cover for the Love Sack. I'll have to wash it again because it's all messy from him. It's black and he's gray. And I cut out all the stickers in his fur last night. So it got all gunky. talked about my cat. He's not feeling very good. He's on mama watch today. I'm hoping that he bounces back. I'm hoping I don't have to like syringe, give him water and stuff like that. I think he'll be up today. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad she was able to help you get that off. Oh, I'm sorry that's swelling. Are you sitting or standing in training? Ooh, I hate that you're having problems. I'm glad you were wearing compression stockings. Good job on the compression. Oh man, yeah. When I was pregnant with my boys, I had to wear compression stockings because of my blood clotting issue. And I have larger calves, but really small ankles. So they had to be custom made because compression stockings have to fit properly in order to work properly. And my ankles are very small, and then my calves get really big. So the compression stockings, my insurance actually covered them. It was very expensive. Okay. Yeah. I bet that felt so good getting that sock cut off too, because oof, having that pressure around there, sure it didn't feel good. Ooh, I gotta make sure Daniel's up, you guys. Yesterday, I didn't get him up in time. I thought he was up. I woke him up before I came up. He didn't get up, and so I gotta go down and get him. Oh, I want to do that vibration plate. Ooh, good call, Mama. It's gonna get a little dark. I'm gonna turn on the light, actually. Hey, sweetie pie. It's 6:42, so you got about 20 minutes to get ready. I'll drink when I get back upstairs. Are you awake enough for me to leave? Okay. It's your last day of school before your whole 2 days of spring break. Whoop, whoop. I was wondering, like, if the vibration plate will help tone some skin. Hey, Cheryl, have you seen that red light therapy? They actually have, like, a red light flashlight. I was reading about it last night. It's supposed to help with rosacea, amongst other things, but the rosacea really caught my attention because I have really rosy cheeks. And for a long time, I was very self-conscious about it, but after so I think in 2017, I think that's when I came to a home office. Before I was in a home office, I would never leave my house without wearing makeup. I'm going to keep the large pants until I get more pants. Yeah, wise, we don't want you just in your undies. Or commando. My mother-in-law bought me the foot massager. I have to try that. Ooh, yes. I used the red light therapy in the saunas, and it felt amazing after. Ooh, thank you for chiming in, Leanne. My skin looked 10 times better. Okay, that's a glowing review. Cynthia, or Cheryl, what's the brand of, there's a lot of red light products on the web. There's like red light boxes, but this was a handheld, like a flashlight. And you could actually, like pan it out to have a bigger circle or concentrate it in. You could see people use it on, like, they said rheumatoid arthritis. It helps for acne, rheumatoid arthritis. They're saying toning and skin health. But then, you look up on the internet, which is famous for yes, it helps, and then no scientific evidence, so it didn't say that there was no scientific evidence for red light therapy, but some of the things it claims to help with, it can't be proven, I guess. Or, I don't know if they haven't, I don't know. I just started reading about it last night, so, but I was kind of intrigued when I seen that. I was like, it's interesting, especially on the rosacea. It's supposed to help with fine lines and wrinkles, and, stimulate collagen, I guess. Definitely recommend the sauna. I don't get out much anymore. I have joint pain, and the red light therapy helped me tremendously. Nice. That's I like it when people can get behind a product and say, this has done this for me. I have a whole bunch of things I'm wishing for, like I need a new pair of tennis shoes. I want the vibration plate. And now I think I want that red light therapy. You see how my husband's like, you get sucked into everything. I do. But like I see Cheryl use it, and there's a couple other people who are in here that have vibration plates, and they talk really good about them. So I looked at the chart where it was like beginner, intermediate, and like advanced moves on it. Like you can literally just stand on it, or you can do different poses on it or whatever to work out. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Cheryl has it when she uses it both at her home and when she's on the road, but Brooks. I bought my son a pair of Brooks, and he refused to wear them, so I gave them to the high school counselor to see if they could find a kid for him. Brooks are really expensive, and I've heard they're really comfortable, but I haven't got a pair for myself. Drink with me, you guys. But thank you for that recommendation. Right now I have Ons, the On Cloud. They're a Swiss engineering. I've had them since 2021, so I probably need a new pair. Okay, I'll take a look at the Brooks. I wonder if I need to search. I want to try them on. I've also seen my hubby order just as much and not use the products a month later or what. Not really. My husband's not like that. Cynthia. My husband is very much like, we are so yin and yang, you guys. Is it Ricas? Ricas? I love my Ricas. That's another thing about me. Hooked on Phonics wasn't taught when I went to school. Oh, ASICS. Oh, ASICS. Man. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to be in the market for a pair of walking shoes. And I have my wish list. Foreman, but I have to be able to, I don't want to charge anything right now. Like I shared with you, in the month of February, we finished paying off our medical, so that gave us, it'll give us $250 back into our pockets, but I need to apply that to something. We have a sofa and a love seat that we bought when I had cancer, because I knew I was going to be laying around and I wanted something comfortable. So we financed it. It's interest-free financing, and I just calculate the number of months and pay it off, which is something that we don't normally do, but we did it because, cancer, and I was worth it. I was worth a good place to recover. So we splurged, and we're still paying for that. $50 instead of 130. Score. I love being thrifty. I love that. So we do have some revolving debt. Oh, so funny story. So there's a big furniture store called Nebraska Furniture Mart. Funny, Nebraska, right? And they're also in Texas and Kansas, but anyway. They're a big warehouse. I mean, they sell a oodle boodle of stuff. Okay, so that's where we actually bought the sofa. And the last time we were in, I mean, we don't use our Nebraska Furniture Mart card, and so the last time, McKenna, 48 minutes walking, and then later in the day did another 20 minutes. Ooh, girl, awesome! Everybody give kudos to McKenna in the comments. She's on fire. So we go in to get the sofa, and I think that I had like 2,000 store credit on their finance card. It's Nebraska Furniture Mart card. And so the sofa and the love seat came to more than 2,000. Okay. And so they said, well, go to the finance department or whatever when you check out, and they'll see if they can give you a credit increase. So I was like, okay. So my husband and I go over there, and I thought the lady said that they were going to increase our credit by $1,600. So, you know, that would give us $3,600 on our store credit card, right? So I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, she said it like 2 or 3 times, but it's plexiglass, you know, COVID. You know, you're separated from people. You're wearing a mask. You can't read their lips. And so I said, oh, well, that's a good increase. And she's like, yeah. And they gave us $16,000 increase on our card. So, okay, like, you know, that's a lot more than $1,600. So, it covered the expense of the sofa and the love seat, and we'll get that paid off this year. It'll be done this year. So, essentially, that'll bring us another $250 back in our pocket. So, that'll be nice to reclaim. Eventually, we'll get the extra $500 back in our budget. So, yeah, all the furniture, right? But it is nice, like if you had something, you know, go out. I don't know if they sell, I'm sure they probably sell heater, furnaces, and air conditioners there too. I would have to check. But I mean, any kind of appliance, any kind of television, any kind of sound system, they sell bedroom furniture, couches, and I mean, anything you can imagine, they sell at that store. They sell See's candy. We will probably be needing to get a new stove soon, right? Yeah, so it's a good place to go because they have a lot of selection. I mean, if you want to buy a gas stove, they probably have 15 different stoves, from the basic to like these industrial stoves that people put in their houses now. They have the basic refrigerator, they have the college refrigerator, the mini refrigerator, they have, you know, the big ones that are like, they look like they're a cupboard panel, you know, I mean, they have from high to low and on, you know, almost all their products. We usually try to buy things cash in hand, but sometimes that doesn't work. And like, I've talked a lot about finances and budget and stuff like that, because it's really important to me that we live as debt-free as we can, because for me personally, when we have debt, I feel that stress, I feel that pressure. And I will never forget how I felt when we moved from our brand new house that we had built in West Omaha to North Omaha to this house, this 100-year-old house, okay, where our mortgage at the other place was like $1,200, okay. When we moved here, it was like our mortgage without insurance is like under $400.
without taxes and insurance. So you see the stress relief. So like right now our taxes and insurance and our mortgage is all together, and we pay $900 a month. So we pay more in taxes and insurance than we do our mortgage. So because we're on a we're trying to be debt free, and we want to be have our home paid off. My husband's 10 years from retirement, guys. So I basically have 10 years to pay off this house, and we bought it in 2017 on a 30-year note. I did 30-year instead of 15 because life can be unpredictable, you know? Like when I had cancer, it was good that it was a 30-year note instead of a 15 because it gave us a little bit of flexibility in our budget, just that little bit more. I hate the feeling of being buried in debt. We still pay off. We're still paying off my last surgery. Yep. Sucks. And it gives you that, it just gives you a feeling that I can't really, where is it at? Oh, are you talking about Nebraska Furniture Mart? It gives you a feeling of pressure that I can't. Yeah, combining all your debt, consolidating, that's a good plan. Especially if you're paying multiple people because it consolidates it to one payment. Yes, the furniture. Yep. So Nebraska Furniture Mart, they're in Texas and Kansas, so but yeah, and like we try to buy things from Costco sometimes. Like we bought our last dryer from Costco, and my husband tried to convince me to buy a washer and dryer set, and I was like, my washer still works fine. The last washer I bought secondhand, and so it's one that actually uses water. You know, the newer ones, they're water conservation, and I don't think they use enough water, you guys. We had a front load before then. I hated that sucker. We scrapped it and put it on the curb. I wouldn't even sell it to anybody. I got rid of it. I was like, it's got to go. Yeah, so he was like, let's just get a matching set. And I'm like, but our other one still works. So yin and yang. See what I'm saying? Yin and yang. I didn't want to. Why should I have to pay more money if I still have a good washer? And I think I paid, I want to say $100 for that washer. It's such a good washer. I like it. It's a good job. It has the, what do you call it? The oscillator or the agitator in the center. It's a top load. It's old school. Works beautifully. Yep, see? You bought a washer, you keep it on max water level a lot of the time. Plus, like, I would do extra rinse. I would do the extra rinse cycle. My mother-in-law gifted us her front load washer and a matching dryer, and they are in storage here at the house. Oh, well, that's nice. So you have a backup set? Is that what you're saying? Be careful of the mice. Are they inside away? Like, I hope it's not in the barn. You can find great deals at the scratch and dent places. Yeah, so like Nebraska Furniture Mart has a warehouse that's called Mrs. B's, and that's where like their closeouts, like the last of a line when they're not going to carry it anymore. That's where that goes. The dented, the returns, all that, it goes there. Oh, guys, my body's talking to me. I'm going to take my coffee with me. I have to have a little break, you guys. I have to have a little break. So hold on a second. Yeah, so scratch and dent. Like, I'm not, like, for, I think, like, I was trying to remember, like, all of our appliances are older. They came with the house. They actually didn't have a washer and dryer that came with the house, but the other, like the refrigerator, stove, microwave, all came with the house.
Yeah, so I'm not really like super bougie. Like I mean, not that I don't want nice looking things, but I'm also very practical where like when we moved in here, we had a glass top range, like a flat glass top range. And I grew up with a gas stove and I grew up cooking on gas. And so I was very comfortable with that. And then like at our old house, when we built it, I had a gas stove put in. So when we moved here, I didn't change it because I was used to it. I just adapted to what we had, and it's fine. It cooks fine, and it works. You know, I'm very much like if it's not broke, I don't really want to. I don't really want to fix it or spend the money on it. I'm more. I'm more practical. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay. Oh yeah, we have appliance paint too. Hey, it's pajama day. Can you show them how cute you are?
No.
Okay. Oh, you're looking for a pen?
No, I'm trying to find a...
Oh, yeah, a new belt is doable. And my husband is, he's able to repair and fix like a lot of things. As a matter of fact, he just did my, he just did, the starter on my van. Probably saved us at least $1,000. He's going to do the brakes, which brakes at a shop are like outrageously expensive. Like when you realize how much brakes actually cost versus what they charge you to change your brakes. And Jim says it's fairly an easy process. Now, it might be easy for him. I don't know if it's easy for everybody. But you guys, cheers. Let's drink. Yeah, that's insane for brakes. So I got the best mechanic, guys. And some things, you know, we pay to have serviced at the garage. Like my van door, the cable broke. God bless you, son. And so we need to get that fixed. Doors tend to be very expensive to fix. Okay, here you go, kiddo. The last time we had our doors repaired, it cost us $1,200 a door. You know what, honey? He doesn't feel very good. You can give him some loves, but be gentle with him.
The front paw, the one that's left? Is left?
I think it might be the right. I think it's the right front paw. You can try to look at it and see if you see anything. But yeah, can you tell he's down and out?
Yeah, I just moved it here.
Ryan's loving on drift right now. I have a good brake and rotor person. He doesn't try to sell you on other stuff, just the stuff you need. Like, okay, so I have a mechanic in Omaha. It's called Exclusive Repair. They only work on Hondas and Acuras. They have a green, yellow, and red system. They do an inspection of your car. They tell you what, if it's red, it's critical. It needs to be repaired. If it's yellow, they're keeping an eye on it, like it's on your radar. And it's green, it's in good repair. We've taken it to this garage since we got the van. Our van has 245,000 miles on it. Our Expedition has 350,000 miles on it. They both have quirks. Like right now we have a van door that doesn't slide open. Okay guys, I'm gonna answer the phone so you're gonna hear my mom. Hey mom. Hey mom, you're on live.
The boys aren't answering.
Ryan was just upstairs getting his calendar, his planner signed, and Daniel's downstairs getting ready. So they're up and at him.
Okay, well, I'm just 2 blocks away.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too. Bye.
So I really like that shop. They don't, like Cynthia says, they don't try to sell you on anything you don't need. But they know that by being honest and ethical, you're going to be a return customer. They've earned my business and they have earned my referrals. And to be honest, when we go for a replacement vehicle, I'll probably look for another Honda or something that I can still have a good mechanic. Isn't that funny that I would buy a vehicle based on a mechanic? But I don't know if it'll work out like that. But I did tell my husband too that I would like to pick out the next vehicle. Like my husband came from a more wealthy background, so he married kind of like, I guess, beneath his casting as far as money is concerned. Like he, was hobnobbing with fancy people, and I've always been of lesser means, I guess. So our lifestyles are different, okay? So he's got to pick up brand new vehicles, and he's got to spend oodle boodles of money on like his Trans Am that he was in racing. He was into street racing, and he was kind of a bad boy. Yeah, they're amazing, aren't they? I mean, they're well made. I don't know if they're still well made, but like mine, I think my Honda is either 2004 or 2005. So if you maintenance them and keep on a regular maintenance schedule with all the stuff that they need, they last, you guys. They last. Like people think high mileage is like 100,000 miles, and I'm like, giggle, giggle, giggle. Our last truck, we called it Old Blue. That had, it was upwards of, it was going to be almost 400,000 miles on it. Seriously, guys. But I will say that my husband did travel over the road for his job for years. He, in the region, you know what I mean? So he could put some miles on his cars. Yeah. Cynthia, thank you for sharing Honey's live. I was at work and I was so busy and I didn't even see it. We call it the old Tundra. We call the old Tundra Blue. Yeah. I was so sad to see Blue go because, oh man, that like my husband and his family, that they bought that Expedition brand new. So you get attached to material objects, you guys. You get attached to things. My husband and his family, they will keep old broken down cars because of the memories. Yep. Were you? Okay. And I know you shared a couple other people with me, but I never catch it. I never catch their lives. But thank you for sharing with me. And my goal today is to buy postage for your package to get it out the door. Wish me luck, you guys. I suck at executing on mailing things. I'm terrible about it. All of our cars were blue, but my mom just traded the Tundra to my dad and his wife for a new Kia. It's okay. I'm just sharing to get their names out. Oh, that's very kind of you. Anyway, so my husband's picked out numerous cars over his life. And I've always had a car that I fell into a car, or it was available and this is what I got because it was, there. I never was like, that's the one I want. Doesn't matter. I don't know. Do you guys, the one thing I worry about Kias is they don't have a good safety rating. And have you guys had a lot of Kia thefts? Omaha had a really bad Kia ring theft with the Kia boys. Started on TikTok where they were stealing Kias. And actually one of the Kia dealerships here in town was giving away those, what do you call them? Those bars that go over your steering wheel that lock. The engines. I do Kia warranty too. See what? So I'm at 5,500 steps. I've kind of walked slow today. I'm a little tired today, so I'm not quite there yet. I had my Kia for 15 years. Nice. My son wants, when he gets a car, he wants to get a Volkswagen Bug. And I know that's what he has his heart set on, but I think his philosophy is he wants a small car, so it's easier to park and drive. My mom had to buy one of those bars just to get insurance because people were stealing them so much. What are those called? You know what I'm talking about, though. They're called something like a Gorilla Bar or I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to think about it. Like halfway through my day today, I'll probably remember. Oh, do they have? Well, maybe we'll go there and look at a car for when Daniel gets on the road. I'm saving up for his car, and how I'm saving, or our car. I mean, it's not going to probably be in his name because he'll be a new driver and insurance is going to be a crap ton. The transmission keeps slipping and the gears kept slipping out while I was driving. Oop! I bought my goal car 3 years ago. A Subaru. I've heard really good things about Subaru. I feel safer plowing through snow more than an SUV. That is a wonderful endorsement. I can coach you so much on cars. 27 years. Really? I didn't. Yes, I'm going to need coaching. I will come to you. Do you guys watch like Still Make Bad Decisions or CJ, the car girl on here? I'm gonna have her help me with the car deal, I think, unless Honey can help me, because they try to charge you so much extra. Hubby passed his down to me when he went to a truck. That's nice. I think it's just the steering wheel lock bar. Okay. Well, you guys know what I'm talking about. At least, so I never take the first deal, and if you can, buy at the end of the month. Okay. Pro tip, you've heard it here. Buy at the end of the month because those salesmen are trying to make their sales quota. It's called the club. That's what it's called. Thank you. Even better if you can wait till the end of the year, end of the month. Ooh, yeah. So my company has, they started like 3 years ago with company stock. You could divert money from your check post-tax to buy company stock. So I did that. And I've kept the money going in there. So I'm going to use that when we go to buy a car for our family. Now it fluctuates with the market. I think right now I have like $5,000 in there. So it's not enough. It's not enough. Oh, I love CJ. I love her. See, and I'm not seeing her videos. I need to check up on her tummy tuck. She got snatched, guys. She got some nip tuck going on. She went to Beverly Hills to do it, which is so funny because she's an Arkansas girl. And, but I love CJ. She knows her stuff, and I know some sales, but I was in service side. I lost 5K in the stock market last year. I lost 20. Yep. 20. Just kiss it goodbye. Yep. But I try to not feel bad about it. We also got into crypto, and we lost about 6 on crypto. So that was a painful hurt, especially when we're going through cancer and you know, to lose that money, it sucked. But, you know, losses and gains, guys, losses and gains. Helps taxes, I hope so. I surely hope so. I don't know how it helps. Maybe I should have my taxes prepared this year. I usually do it on H&R Block, and I put the numbers in myself. Yeah, it's a painful year for investments, for us anyway. My husband and I got together later in life. The woman he was with prior to me, he took out all of his 401k and financed their lives with it because she was really bad with money and stuff like that. So, oh yeah. And so he didn't have a retirement. So we're building back up. And that's part of the reason why we live within our means, so we can try to build a future, because not to get political, but to get political, vote for your rights, because if you stay plugged in, the Republicans, some Republicans are trying to, and it's not just all the Republicans, I mean, it's been Democrats too, they want to take away Social Security. And that is not a good thing for American people, because especially in now where the inflation is so high and people are working more jobs to pay their bills, everything is so costly, people are saving less, and they're talking about cutting entitlement programs. And it's like, that's how people live. Like, my mom and dad are on, what do you call it? A strict income, or like a, you know, they have a certain amount of money they live on. Yeah, so all my money for my 401k comes out pre-tax, and so it does lower my income. So does my insurance. Yes, fixed. Thank you. Fixed income. Thank you for all the help. You're winning. You're winning in all the word challenges today. I did walk a little over an hour because I walked slower today. Let me check my steps. I do try to get, yeah, so 6250. And my foot is sore. My right foot is sore. So got over 2 miles, over an hour. I'm scared living in Florida right now, but I can't move. Yeah, you know, it's a crazy world, but vote for your rights. That's, you know, people get into, well, I'm a Democrat and I've always been a Democrat, and I'm a Republican and I've always been a Republican, but you have to watch what those corrupt, excuse my language, MFers are doing, because they are not always looking out for you. You know what I'm saying? They've been in office too long, and they are lining their pockets. They're being bought. And the American people, that's why, like, you'll hear me say, I don't agree with everything Bernie Sanders does and says, but I love that man. And if that makes you not want to be my friend, then I'm sad, and I'm also fine with that, because we all have political differences and beliefs, but that man is fighting for the people. And I love Katie Porter and her whiteboard and her CEO takedowns. She is one of my favorite, and it's funny to say, like, my favorite politicians, because I like that they don't take PAC money. I like that they challenge the status quo. I like that they, you know, I like their outlook, you know. So anyway, I know everybody is different. I also am pro-gun rights, but I would like to see some common sense regulation, especially when it comes to, don't come for me, Cynthia, automatic rifles. I would like to see people have to be licensed in. And I do know that criminals are always going to get guns and bad things are always going to happen. But we did have a ban on automatic. Ooh, I better be careful. I forgot I can't say certain words on here. Automatic bang bangs or pow pows or poo poos or pew pews or whatever. And that's when we are shooting. Oh, you sent me a tiny diny. Oh, thank you, Chunky Vegan. That was so cool. It's my first tiny diny. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. We own guns. I grew up in a hunting family. I would go over to my friend's house and they would have beef and it would taste weird to me because we lived off of wild game. We lived off of deer and antelope and elk and buffalo. That's the meat we lived off of. So I didn't, you know, I was raised with guns. I went to school in high school. This is how old I am. When you could put a gun in the back of your truck in the gun rack and go to school. Okay. So now you would never do that. I gotta be careful of my shoulders. My shoulders aren't very good. Yeah. I think Nebraska just passed a bill about carrying guns and maybe not needing a permit. I need to look into that. I'm pretty sure they did though. Yeah. Florida, Texas, Missouri, very, very, listen, you guys, I'm going full in. I am women's rights. I had a miscarriage and I needed to have, they gave me the option of a DNC or to miscarry my baby. I was 12 weeks. And so they gave me that, whatever that pill was. I can't remember the name of it. I ended up hemorrhaging. My cervix didn't do the cramping to control the blood. And I was like this close to getting a blood transfusion. I mean, blood was just, I mean, it was bad, you guys. And I needed that medication and I needed that treatment because my baby died. And I needed medical intervention and I got it. And in some states that is, like I would have died without that medical intervention. And I always am going to advocate for a woman's right to choose and to be able to be cared for by their doctor. And I know it's controversial and I know that there's lots of big feelings around it, but having experienced my own pain and my own loss, and I am one of those people that say you are not pro-life if you don't care about the baby after it's born. You know, we need to do better, people. We need to do better. Thank you, Chunky. You know, it's funny. When I was losing that baby, Jim was with me, and all the hormones and all the emotions I was having, it's not rational, and you know, I know that, but it was like I felt like I was a failure. I felt like my body had failed us, and I felt so bad. But the one thing that was a blessing, you know, the silver lining to a crisis was my hemorrhaging was so bad that I was focused on like literally surviving. So like I didn't have a lot of time to really think about the grief and the baby and all that, because I was so focused on, like, I would go to the bathroom and blood was just like literally it would hit the wall. I mean, it was everywhere. I'm sorry to say this, but I think most miscarriages are like a heavy period, but this was like life-threatening to me. And I got to the hospital and I had called the nurses line several times during the day, and they were like, well, it is heavy bleeding. How many pads are you saturating? And I was like, you don't understand. Like, I can't make it to the bedroom, to the bathroom without, like, you know, I mean, it was like, so we got there and they, you know how they have those waterproof pads, they're cloth, but they're waterproof pads, and they put them under you. And I was like, I could feel it. I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready for it. I need another change, because it would just whoosh, come out. And they were like, holy shit, you're bleeding so bad. And they were like, you have to go to the bathroom to do something. I can't remember what I had to do. And I'm like, well, I'm going to make a mess, you know? And they're like, it's okay. And, but the lady didn't realize, and it was like, it was bad. So, I'm pro-choice. I am pro-choice, and women and their doctors need to be able to make those decisions together for the health of your baby or for the health of the mother. I've had 3 miscarriages and they were all required emergency intervention. I passed out from the blood. That sucks so bad, doesn't it? Anyway, so I love and I value everybody. And I know everybody has their own thoughts and opinions, and I just shared a lot. I just shared a lot with you guys. So, this is a space where I hope you feel like you can share, and I hope you feel like you're valued here. And even if you are, you know, pro-life and against abortion or against life-saving measures, you're still welcome here. And we all have our different beliefs, and you know, I have my own life experiences that have formed and shaped why I am how I am. And when you live through that and you need those services, it really puts it into perspective for you. And it's a scary place. When I always get really nervous when men try to make choices for women's bodies, because clearly, especially clearly, they do not know what it's like. What state is it? I just watched a video yesterday and I was appalled and mortified that they were trying to bring back the death penalty for the method of it was like by firing squad and by lethal injection or electric chair or something. And the politician said that he would like to bring back lynching. What? Just like, I feel like he should have been automatically kicked out of, like, you cannot represent the people. I'm sorry, you're done. I feel like, I know it doesn't work like that, but that's kind of what it felt like. Sorry, my nose. Thanks. Yeah, it really sucked. It really sucked. And, you know, it took us a while. After that, I was like, I'm okay with Daniel being an only child. And my husband would have loved to have all the babies. And he really wanted a girl. But after Ryan was born, I was like, I'm done. I was high risk. I've had a lot of issues. I had to do 2 shots every day when I was pregnant, you know, just to make sure I was okay and the baby was okay, that we lived through the pregnancy. And so at that point I was done. And I had a tubal ligation. And then when I went through radiation, it put me into menopause. So I no longer have a period. Woo-hoo! Anyway, so heavy stuff in here today. Yeah, it's a scary place. It's a scary place. You know, you have to be careful what they're trying to vote in. Like, you may have been a lifelong whatever, but please look at what they're wanting to do. Like, is it in your best interest? Do you want Social Security? If you want Social Security, vote for someone who's going to protect Social Security. Your representative or the person you're voting for may not be voting in your best interest. I mean, it is time to break party lines. It is time to look at who you're voting for and what they stand for and their voting record. You know, if you don't know your person's voting record, it's not good. I did an IUD. That was one of the safest methods of birth control for myself, because hormonally, once I started having deep vein thrombosis and pulmonary embolisms, I couldn't be on a lot of hormones anymore. And I was a little nervous going into menopause because of a lot of people, or a lot of women, need intervention with their symptoms from menopause, and it has not been bad so far. And so my last period was June. You guys, I had my period in the middle of chemo and radiation. And, you know, I was radiated down there in the lady parts, and you couldn't, there was no, it was a light period, so it wasn't too bad, but it was awesome. I've gone through so much shit. If they get rid of Social Security, then they need to stop charging. Yeah, it's theft. It's theft at that point. It's theft right now. I mean, they say, the boomers are going to deplete it. But anyway, I encourage you guys to, to look up. All that stuff is public record. Look at their voting record. Look at what their... Who was that? Was it Scott? What's his name? Scott. That got blasted at Biden's State of the Union. Which don't get me wrong, like I can't stand to listen to Biden talk. I had a hard time listening to Trump talk. The last president I enjoyed listening to was Obama, but just because he was an elegant speaker, and he put together good words, sentences, and speeches, or his writers did. But both Biden and Trump, and even George Bush, remember George Bush Jr.? George Bush Jr., he said some freaking off the wall shit, I mean, it's like, where are we getting these? And I'm sorry, this is an ageist comment, and I don't mean to be a jerk, but where are we getting these old men from? Yeah, I go Monday through Friday. I usually start at 6 Central. So, yeah. So the weekends I'm a wild card if I get on at all. I can't predict. And a lot of times I don't get on the weekend, or if I do, it's some random. Anyway, so that's my speech today. I'm all in the fields today. My cat doesn't feel good. I talked about some really deep stuff on here. Yeah, absolutely. I am fully for that. I mean, there's an age limit on airline pilots. There's an age limit on driver's licenses. At a certain age limit, you have to start retesting to make sure that you are legitimately safe behind the wheel. So, I mean, people need to get out of the standard. It's not the standard anymore. It's not the, we have a good old boy system, we have a scary system that is kind of oligarchy. I worry for our country. But I encourage you guys, please, no matter what party affiliation you are, obviously you can probably tell I'm an independent. I want to be able, and that's another thing, we should be able to vote for who we want to be able to vote for. As an independent, I have to choose a Republican ballot or a Democratic ballot, and I don't think that's right. I think we should be able to choose what person we want to vote for, no matter the party affiliation. They've made way too many rules for us to keep them in power and to keep them safe. And they vote themselves a raise every year. And even when our country's in crisis, it does not stop them from, getting an increase in salary because, inflation and cost. But yet the common everyday people are suffering. The working class, we are suffering. And it's like they're trying to do away with us or something. Anyway, whew, that was deep. You're welcome. But anyway, guys, so that's my low sleep ramble. I think I'm going to try to weigh myself when I get out of the shower today. I'll try to remember. See where I'm at. I probably haven't changed. I don't feel anything profound, but then you never know. It's about time. Yeah, it's about time. We're out of control and we have some really scary stuff happening. I'll see you tomorrow, Leanne. Anyway, guys, I love y'all. Thanks for being here and listening to my rants and shenanigans.
Yeah, it's scary, and we're so divided. We are so divided, and what they say, united we stand, divided we fall. So I think we are falling, and I think we're going to continue to fall until we can find some common ground, and we need to find that common ground. I mean, as Americans, like I talk to my kids all the time. Sometimes it's a give and a take. Sometimes you have to you don't always get your way. Sometimes you have to, take the hit to make things work. And just the amount of, right. Oh, good job. Nice walk. Good job. Anyway, so I always worry, they say don't talk about religion and politics. And so, because they're deeply personal and they're deeply passionate subjects. But I think that we need to be able to have discussions, and I think we need to be able to, air things out and talk about them. Like I said, make sure you're voting for the person who has your best interest in mind. Yeah. Yeah. So I have started uploading on YouTube. Yesterday I started. I thought, I could go back and... Oh, guys, I gotta end my live. My mom's calling. Let's see. Let me call her back. All right, guys. I love you. Talk to you tomorrow.